Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz Universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about the T-62A. I see dozens of questions about T-62A comparing to Object 140, and I will try to at least give you some details of which one is better and which one you should go grind. And we're still on my 500 subscribers, so if you want to help me out, please click that subscribe button and notification bell. But other than that, of course, it's a tier 10 Russian medium, and it's really good after last buff. And we're gonna talk it in a second. Just let us check the consumables. As you can see, I'm using my standard consumables, basically my standard provisions. And that's how I play most of my tanks, but not all. I'm using 28 rounds of APCR, 13 of heat and 8 of HE, just in case. And for the equipment, I'm using gun rammer, of course, because the DPM is crazy good on this tank, and chance gun laying drive to bring down that aiming time, and vertical stabilizer doesn't give you as much as a refined gun, so I'm using refined gun on this tank. Defensive system, of course, I'm using improved assembly. You can also use enhanced armor, but improved assembly works really good, and it gives you over 100 hit points. I would go for the toolbox, of course, because with protected kit it gives you a lot better truck repair. Improved optics, of course, is a medium tank. Engine accelerator to boost that speed a little bit, because the traverse is good, and I would go for high-end consumables for sure, because the DPM is crazy good on this tank. And now let's look at the armor profile. As you can see, even heavy tanks will struggle to pen you in the turret. Turret isn't let's say impenetrable, but it's, if you move back and forward and use your 7 degrees of gun depression, it's really hard to touch even with Pramo. Same with the front plate. If you angle it like this using your 7 degrees of gun depression, as you can see, even with calibrated shells, it doesn't change that much, and the front plate creates an out of bounds zone. If you want to poke out the ridges like in an angle like this, you can see that the sides are fairly strong also, so that means you can be really flexible on those ridges. Of course, not all, because you have only 7 degrees of gun depression, but saying only, it's after buff, it's way better than Object, because Object has only 6 right now, and T-62A had 5. So that means now it's a way better tank than the Object 140. Even though you lose a little bit of speed, you have great DPM, you have great armor profile, you have very accurate gun, and that makes this tank phenomenally good. Sides and back aren't that strong, but they're strong enough for a medium tank, and I would really advise you to use it even for side scraping if you have to. So, like I told you, the sides aren't spectacular, but you still can't side scrape, because as you can see in the angle like this, you're very hard to get out of cover. And if the enemy team gonna push you, you just go around, use your mobility, and change position to another hold down position, and you will still be able to create great job. Let's look at this. Just heat with APC calibrated shells, and still AMX 30B, even though it has great penetration values, will struggle to penetrate you. And I want to show you 2 games that I was playing, and basically in this game, as I remember correctly, I had some connection issues, and still we managed to get a first class, as I remember correctly. But yeah, you will see what I'm talking about in the mid of battle, somewhere like that. So I'm going to position where I can stay hold down, so I'm using my 7 degrees of gun depression, as you can see. Even though if I'm not using all my gun depression, I'm still trying to hide my hole, and as you can see, as long as you keep hiding your hole, you will be able to bounce shells, and not only from mediums, even from tank destroyers. I see people annoyed so much with the armor profile of this tank, the turret armor, that I simply just going for the HE and just spam you with HE, because they can't get through. So it's better for them simply to use this as an advantage, at least to give me some damage than deal none. And as you can see, the mobility is really good. Of course, it's a bit slower than the Object 140. Well, it is, but with engine accelerator, as you can see, we are just using sorry, and not engine accelerator, we're using the equipment for a bit better speed, and that means it's almost the same, and you're getting way better armor profile, turret armor profile, and you gaining a lot in accuracy. So that means I'm gonna simply just receive some nasty shells right there somewhere, and I will lose a lot of my HP, and this will be a bit of a struggle for me in later in game. But I don't want to spoil the game for you. Just simply, if you compare T-62A to Object 140, because I told you that I'm gonna tell you something, is it worth comparing? Sorry for that. It's not even comparable. T-62A wins in every single way. I mean, like, of course you have a bit more mobility, but you're losing a lot of armor. You're using the penetration, as I remember. You are losing accuracy, and that's what makes this tank really great, because even if you get pushed and you can't run, at least you can put on adrenaline and just make the Reds pay for that push. So you can just back up, try to stay hold down, try to angles, try to side scrape, try to wiggle a bit, and well, you can then try to survive even the heaviest push. And here I know there's a Panzerkampfwagen 70, and I'm still sitting here, and this I will pay for the price for this. And look at this gun, it's very accurate. Of course, it's hard to penetrate the tortoise, the T-95, but even though we still were close, and probably if I would put like 1 or 2 more shots, I would panic finally. And here I received 1 shell, unfortunately, and I will receive some other hit from this MBT-70, and that's gonna hurt a lot. I was trying to run away, as you can see, I'm trying to run away, but I didn't know where he was, I didn't pay attention, and here we are, on 78 HP, it's 3 against 2, but as you can see, my team, my bad chat isn't really healthy. The only, basically no one's healthy, and this T-95 will be a struggle, same as cavalry, and cavalry is the other problem for me. And I'm just trying to move around, use my mobility, because I can't get hit anymore, and I'm just trying to flank. As I told you, the mobility on this tank is great, and I was trying to get the some shots on this Panzerkampfwagen, and here I fluffed the shot, unfortunately. And now he knows where I am. He can use HE and just destroy me in 1 shot, so I'm trying to run away. He shows sides of his turret, that means I can use it to my advantage. Still, he's a 1 shot, and I fluffed another shot, and that's not great, because T-95 is pushing me. As you can see, he's going around the corner. I'm trying to back up, and now I need to deal with 2 tanks, and my teammate is sitting in the cap, and that's not great. I'm just trying to survive as long as I can, simply because the T-95 is full HP. I know I can get behind him and just get rid of him, so I was hoping that my amigo will simply kill the Panzerkampfwagen, and he did. So that means, and here's my connection issues, yeah. Great thing, yeah, especially in a situation like that. Hopefully and thankfully the situation was stable again, and I was able to do some more damage. And here we're gonna just push, because I know the T-95 is trying to get this guy, and he was smart enough to make room for me so I can go behind, put the shot in the truck wheel, and now we can easily just pump up the damage from this T-95 because he had no chance to win this, simply. And if you look at the scores, we have first class Top Gun, 4,780 hit points, damage, and 4 kills, which is pretty good. In this game I will tune with my amigo Martin Lange in another T-62, and I would be a bit more passive in this game, and this will help me to survive and simply deal some damage. And first of all, now as you can see, they have 3 medium tanks and a light tank, so I'm not really keen to push too far, too aggressively. And I was trying simply to outspot them, deal some damage, and try not to receive damage. Because as I told you, when you stay hold down, it's not that easy to deal with you. And yeah, we're just gonna try to use it as much as possible. I can see there's a T-54A here. I knew I will receive the shot, but I was still going to get this guy because getting him out of the way will help us to win on this flank, and my amigo helps me with that. There's a nasty shell that I missed, and unfortunately I got shot in the back. And here I decided, well, I need to simply just conserve some of my hit points, but I really need to help my amigo who pushed that flank, and now he's gonna just unfortunately die. And without a teammate, it's not that easy to win the game. And here I know this player from Progetto, and I know he's a good player, so I'm gonna do anything, simply anything, to clear him out of the battle. Now his DPM isn't great because it's an auto reloader, and I know he's out of shells. I'm totally ignoring FE. I want to deal with this Progetto, and that's my main object of interest right now. And now we're gonna deal with the Vickers, and it's 4 against 4, nothing's lost, and we need simply to stay alive, deal some damage, try to clear this guy. And as you can see, he's full HP. I'm only at 800, so we need to play it smart. And he's not such an experienced player. I just in some way I just noticed it while I was playing. He missed his shot. We're gonna give him a little laughed up because we're still making damage, and we need this damage because this tank is really good. It has great DPM, it has high alpha gun, and all he doesn't have that we have is the armor profile, and we simply need to use this to stay close to him, as close as possible. Unfortunately, he was able to put a shell into us, but still we managed to clear him, and that's great because now I can flank around. I can use my great accuracy to deal some more damage and try to help my heavies on the heavy flank. But my heavies are, as you can see, are doing quite well, and that means then I can just sit here and try to snipe a little bit more. Yeah, as you can see, we're trying to deal damage without getting hurt because those guys could possibly one-shot me, and each one of them, so that wasn't great thing. And that's basically all for this episode, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like to help me out with my 500 subs, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you would like to join my Discord, the link is in the description below. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.